Alright, so we have for WPF Week 3 team builder. Before the match today, we did come in Gatlites are going up against Muffins Mudkips, which is coached by Muffins, which I guess makes sense with that team name. But yeah, we're playing against Muffins. This is going to be my first time playing against him, and I'm very excited about battle, but I'm a little bit nervous because I think this is the first matchup where it kind of is not really in our favor. Like, I do think our opponent has a team that is a little bit better than ours when it comes to like the direct matchup. So going over Muffin's team, it consists of Iron Valiant, Skeletor, which is one of the Terror Captains, Noivern, Alolamog, Arboliva, which is the other Terror Captain, Lycanroc Dusk, Sandy Shocks, Metagross, Vaporeon, Scyther, and Hitmontop. So of course, one of the major threats we have to look out for is going to be the Iron Valiant. Iron Valiant is one of, if not the best mon you can almost allow. I think Iron Valiant is an amazing mon. I think Skeletor is an amazing defensive check. Like, it pretty much can check one thing in the game if it's a Terror Captain, because you can just decide on a Terror type that is very good against what it is you're trying to check, and then no matter if they set up or anything, unless they have like Mold Breaker or something, they cannot really beat you. Other than that, I think there are really good valuable picks on Muffin's team. I think Metagross is an amazing mon this generation. Access to Knockoff, got Psychic Fang, so you have a more reliable Psychic move. Of course, has Meteor Mash and a bunch of coverage moves and stuff like Earthquake. Can also set up Stealth Rocks and be like agility sets. Other than that, I think the more bulky mons in Vaporeon and maybe even Arboliva and the Alola can be very, very annoying, specifically for the team I brought to break down, just because we have focused a bit more on a balanced style this time around, because I don't think I could necessarily out-muscle Muffin's team, and also it would be very difficult to just like break the Skeletor at one point, so I had to be a little bit careful with what I chose for mons. But let's head into our own team so we can go over what they are. First up, as you can see, we have ACDC, the Great Tusk with Air Balloon, Photosynthesis, Rapid Spin, Ice Spin, Close Combat, Headlong Rush, 14 HP, 2v2 in attack, and 216 speed with Adamant Nature. So we're running Adamant Nature because Muffins does have a speed gap between the Sandy Shocks and the Metagross, which means we can kind of take advantage of that with our Great Tusk. Now, speaking of Sandy Shocks, that is the main reason we have our Air Balloon. Because I'm not bringing Kilowattrel, the Muffins should in theory think that something like Earth Power is pretty free to click. Don't have the greatest resist. It has to be like Rillaboom, but even then, you can also just click Volt Switch. Volt Switch is also very free because Tusk doesn't really want to take an Earth Power that much. That's why we have the Air Balloon. If they don't have Power Gem or Dry Attack, they can never break the Air Balloon. But at the same time, they would never click it. Like, I don't think they would ever click Power Gem immediately because they won't be seeing Kilowattrel on the team. So you can probably, as you can probably guess, then we don't have Kilowattrel. The offensive moves are just like the best coverage we could have all around. Close Combat, Headlong Rush does the most damage. Ice Spinner kind of takes care of the Noivern. And Rapid Spin is for a little bit of speed control and has to remove if we need it. Next up, we have Guns N' Roses, the Hisuian-Samurott with Choice Span, Sharpness, Aqua Jet, Razor Shield, Seal Edge, and Taunt. 24 in HP, 2v2 in attack, and 232 in speed with Adamant Nature. I know the immediate thing you're thinking, why is there Taunt on a Choice Span one? Well, the thing is, I don't have a good Metagross switch in, so it can very likely be a situation where I have to switch in our Hisuian-Samurott. And if he clicks Knockoff, because that is something Metagross got access to, we don't have our band anymore. But in that situation, that actually means Taunt becomes pretty good in something like Vaporeon, because they shouldn't expect us to have Taunt, meaning we can probably Taunt on a potential Wish, keeping the Vaporeon somewhat low. Now, the reason we're running Choice Band is because they do not have a good Seedless switch. It could be Valiant, but it's very risky switching in Valiant because Razor Shell will do a lot. That's also why I'm expecting Terra Fairy Skeledirge, because if they're not Terra Fairy Skeledirge, this thing can go kind of wild. We have Aqua Jet for the priority because we can either get rid of the Vaporeon or Vaporeon doesn't come. Aqua Jet is pretty good into a lot of the team. Like, Noivern is there, but Noivern doesn't really want to take a Seedless Edge. So I think there's a good opportunity for Samurott to do a lot of damage. I'm not expecting it to win, but I think it can be very good at breaking. Next up, we have Metallica, the Rillaboom with Assault Vest, Grass Surge, U-Turn, Terra Blast, Grass Glide, and High Horsepower, 248 in HP, 28 in attack, 232 in speed, and Adamant Nature. So as you can see here, we're going to be Terra Poison, because this is actually going to be kind of our Iron Valiant check. I feel like Jirachi is a little too obvious as a Valiant check. I still think Jirachi can be very good in this matchup. Like, I think it can come as a good pivot. But I think being Terra Poison on Rillaboom gives us multiple options. One, it means we don't instantly lose like Valiant. We have a good mon into it. But two, it also means if it is going to be Terra Fairy Skeledirge, we have the Terra advantage, if that makes sense. Like, we basically have to play the 50-50 on whether they Terra or not. But if I can force the Terra at any point, that means I can always Terra Rillaboom, click Terra Blast, will do a lot of damage. Now, we're not that offensive, so if it is like a physically defensive Skeledirge, it actually will eat the Terra Blast still. But I still think Terra Poison was the best option for Rillaboom in this matchup. Next up, we have a debut on the team, or debut for the season at least. Kiss the Gengar with Choice Scarf, Curse Body, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, and Trick. 2v2 in Special Attack 4 and Special Attack 2v2 in Speed with Timid. We have Speed Tank, the Lightning Rock. Gengar can be really good. If we see no Alola Muck, Gengar is really good at just spamming Shadow Ball into this team. They don't have a normal type, and Shadow Ball hits like everything pretty hard. Even post Terra Skeletors, again, if I'm expecting to be Terra Fairy, which I just feel like Fairy is the most... Like, it's the one that makes the most sense. Sludge Wave is really good then, because Sludge Wave is then pretty unresisted again if there's no Alola Mug. Like, yeah, Sandy Shocks can come in, but it still takes a chunk. Same with Lightning Rock, so I'm okay with that. We have the Trick, just in case I feel like I need it. Honestly, I probably won't be clicking it unless it's absolutely necessary, just because I think having the Choice Scarf and Gengar is overall a little bit better than, like, not having any item or having, like, a random item, just because the speed tier can be really important in this matchup. Next up, we have Nirvana, Jirachi with Cobble Berry, Serene Grace, U-Turn, Future Sight, Flash Cannon, and Stealth Rock. 48 HP, 148 in defense, 112 speed with a Bold Nature. So this is literally just going to be a pivot Jirachi. It's not meant to do damage, it's not meant to do anything. We have Flash Cannon because of the Iron Balance. Future Sight is because we can throw up Future Sight, switch out, and then whatever comes in next on the Mon we switched in, we'll take both the Future Sight and whatever the Mon clicked. Cobble Berry because of knockoff Valiant, but also works for like Crunch, Lycanroc, knockoff, Metagross, even though we don't hit the Metagross really. But yeah, that's the general idea with the Jirachi. And lastly, we have Aerosmith, the Goudreau Leftovers, Sapsilver, knockoff, Sludge Wave, Drago Meteor, and Toxic. 248 HP, 88 in special attack, 172 in speed with a modest nature. We're running a bulky offensive Goudreau, and I think it's just really good in this matchup. The only real special attacks that our opponent has is going to be Sandy Shocks, which we already have good switch-ins in Rillaboom and Great Tuscan. And it's going to be like Noivern, that's super effective. Skeldurge, which is probably going to be Fairy, or even if it's not Fairy, Goudreau has a hard time kind of breaking it. Or it's going to be like Arboliva, which also very much could be like a Terra type. So it's going to be difficult for Goudreau to be a wall, which is why we have Toxic. I think Toxic is pretty clickable, pretty spammable in this matchup, because I don't think the Metagross ever comes in. And if the Mach comes in, any damage on Mach is nice. I'll gladly exchange like a knockoff on Mach, getting rid of AV, getting rid of like a Black Sludge, in exchange of maybe getting a hit off on Goudreau. I think that's fine with me. But yeah, Goudreau is mostly hit just like as a sponge, and honestly Toxic might be the most important move in this mon. Being able to Toxic potentially the Vaporeon and Skeldurge can be very important. That's gonna be it for our team as always. If you like the video so far, make sure to leave a like on the video, leave a comment below the team below, and subscribe to the channel and in future videos. I'm now heading to the battle, so see ya in just a little bit. Alright, so we have for WPF Week 3, we are going against Muffins, coach of the Muffins Mudkips, which is kind of a funny name. They brought pretty close to what we expected in Noivern, Metagross, Iron Valley, and Lycanroc, Vaporeon, and Skeldurge. I did think that the, what's it called, the Noivern wouldn't come. I wasn't sure what was going to come. Like, I thought Sandy Shocks had a decent chance. Oh, also no Alola Mach. Ooh, that is, I guess that makes Trick and Gengar a little bit less worth, but you know, it is what it is. I think I'll lead Jirachi. Jirachi has like the least direct purpose in this game. It also has rocks, so you know, if you can get early rocks, we'll take that. The Muffins is Terra Fairy on the Skeldurge. We are Terra Poison on Rillaboom, so we did predict that correctly. That is kind of one of the reasons we are Poison, also because it makes it a really good Valiant check. Alright, so he frisked our Cobble Berry with the Noivern, which I guess is a little bit unfortunate, like now he knows we Cobble Berry. The reason I led the Jirachi is because I thought it was going to be lead Noivern. Now, do I believe this thing will have Flamethrower? If it has Flamethrower, it does about 50 to me. I can get Rocks up. The only removal would be Defog on this Noivern. Which, I mean, he can Defog pretty easily. I could throw up a Future Sight. No Mog means anything takes damage at minimum. Could U-turn, go U-turn into... That's a good question. U-turn... Oh, wait, this is not the Samurott set I thought it was. I mean, it is like there's only one move difference, but that is a little unfortunate, I guess. I'll Future Sight for now. Yo, if they had missed, that would have been the funniest thing. I needed them to miss right there. I needed them to miss. I needed Muffins to miss right there. Holy shit, I needed Muffins to miss. For those that don't know, Muffin missed his first move in both his first two not seasons, in the first two games, which is very funny. I kind of wanted to see that happen again, I won't lie. I can take another and like let Jirachi take this damage if we really need to. Because like I don't have a heat switch. I could go hammer. What's the chance of heat wave burning? Heat wave. 10%. Because like it also covers a Metagross switching in to take the future side. Like Metagross, I could click like pretty free C-Slit. How much does Samurott take from Drago? Drago does a lot actually. Okay, I think I will let Jirachi take the damage here. Maybe I should have gotten rocks up there, but you know, it is what it is. Yo, Noivern keeps hitting. You get a slow U-turn there, that's fine. I do think I go Samurott here though. Like I think that's probably my best bet. Get a spike up. With the damage we have, Caesars has a chance to kill here. And they don't have a Caesar switch like at all. Because they haven't tear up with the Dirge. Like, it's left though with Noivern. So I guess rocks for the future, I have to remember, would actually be very nice. Caesar still has a small chance to kill. It's not guaranteed by any means, but has a small chance to kill. They could think I'm Tree Scout based on this, but I'm just gonna click Caesar. They could stay in. Yeah, they do just stay into Draco. That is kind of interesting. I do take that. And we do get the kill. Perfect. That was a... I mean, with the little bit of chip they had, that might have been a roll in our favor. Yeah, I mean, if he gets rocks up, we can bring Hammer in again, so we definitely have to remember that. If he brings in Skeller Dirge, do I just take my additional C-Switch here? You're about 30% if he's not physically defensive, and I don't have the greatest Dirge switch. Yeah, the team this time around is pretty like offensive, so I'm a little 50-50 in some of these, like what I need to do to switch in and whatnot. He should for sure now. We're Choice Panda now. Okita goes into the Lycan. This could be a Rocks variant, but I still think I should switch here, honestly. You should not click a Psychic move on. Yeah, I still think I go Tusk here. If this is Bandit, actually, does it 2-hit? It might actually 2-hit KO me if it's Bandit. Ooh, actually, yeah, if it's Bandit CZ, this can 2-hit KO me, but I can go Gengar afterwards, if I can tell. Balloon doesn't matter now. Wait, he just accelerated. Okay. That's fine. I'll take that. Your Noivern is gone, so this Headlong Rush is claiming something almost, I think. With the Spike Up, I think it's super close. Headlong Rush with a Spike Up is super close to just claiming something. So I think that is just like, it could be Balloon Grows, Metagross, which would be kind of cool. But yeah, no, I think I'm just clicking Headlong. Even if it's Bandit, it's Bandit into Accelerock, and it did not take Life Orb. I'm pretty confident I didn't take Life Orb this time around. One of the reasons we also preserved Hammerot is just like we can get a C-Switch off on like Metagross, we can get one off on like Vaporeon. We have Sucker Punch for this Lightning Rock if we need to. That's kind of... no, sorry, I switched off Sucker Punch to Aqua Jet. But I mean, we still have, so he just CCs, right? Yeah, so he lets this go down then. I mean, that's fine. I'll take this. I get it. He wants damage on the Tusk. That's fine. I can live with that. If he brings in Valiant, I guess I sack Jirachi at that point. Right? Sack Jirachi, go into Rillaboom. Probably. See, the Dirge is going to be annoying to deal with, I won't lie. Honestly, if he goes Dirge, I think I might stay in and like Headlong for the damage. But like, we still do good damage. I mean, if it's physically defensive, that is kind of annoying, I won't lie. Yeah, if it's physically defended Dirge, that's kind of annoying, but we have Gengar because the Terra Fairy is very nice. I'm pretty interested to see what Muffin's gonna do here, because like Val, I feel like is the obvious one. Tetsuya too. A Vaporeon, okay. So he went for the more defensive option here, okay. So I can either go Gudra, but I do risk a Skull Burn. I can go sack Jirachi, but then I won't get rocks up. But Noivern's already dead, so that doesn't matter. Also, yeah, it's not Boots, so Vaporeon. Like, I'm thinking I go Rachi, sack Rachi. Like, but then again, I would like Rachi to stick around. simply because of Metagross, so I can like just sack it to that. Because Metagross is definitely the bigger, more annoying mon to switch into. I might go Gengar, honestly. Scald is like a 2-hit KO. Like, I don't want to go Goodra and risk getting burned with knockoff. Like, then we absolutely get... I mean, I think it is just sack Rachi time and reposition. I think that is just what we need to do here. Unfortunately, as much as I kind of don't want to do it, I think that is just the best play here. Yeah, Scald. I thought so. Yeah, so Jirachi goes down. It is what it is. Oh, yeah, wait, the Lycanroc is also dead. Kind of forgot about that. Okay, so it's leftovers Vaporeon. Okay. So now here's kind of like a little bit of the issue is our Rillaboom is not offensive. It's like it's not guaranteed to, like, this is barely a 2-hit KO is the issue. I do think going Rilla here, and I think going Rilla and high horsepowering is probably my play here. If he stays in a Skull on that, that's really well played, but you don't know how offensive this is. If I'm like offensive like Wood Hammer, just chunks your team. Like it just chunks. I guess I could U-turn for repositioning. The only problem is because the Sturge hasn't terrored yet, it's super difficult to like truly figure out what to kill, what to click. Yeah, no, if this is physically defensive Dirge, this actually does nothing. Like, it does about a third, which is kind of sad to think about. I still think I'm gonna make the play, though. They also withdraw. I mean, high horsepower hit anything that wants to switch in here. Go Flamingo. Wait, that's the... Oh, it's the Dirge. It is the Dirge. I thought it was. I mean, he takes the spikes. We get to see how much this does. That's really good damage. I'll take that, like, every day. So, okay, so here's the... So it's leftovers. Okay. I kind of figured it would be. So here's the issue. We could Terra and then Terra Blast, because then on that... If we Terra and they Terra, we are looking really good to kill with Terra Blast, but I don't know about that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to Terra and U-turn. We already saw it's leftovers. It should not be faster on a Rillaboom ever. Because it gives us a Valiant switch in, and what I'm probably going to do is just go Goodra and click maybe Toxic. I don't know. It's a little 50-50. The Skull Dirge is definitely like super frightening is the issue. But yeah, I think that's my play. Terra and then U-turn. Plus, if they try to double, we get more out of it, so I like that. Yeah, we're gonna have trouble breaking this. I mean, also based on that damage, I probably like it does look to be specially defensive, not physically defensive, by the way. Like based on the damage I just did with the high horsepower, I think. Skill Dirge, defensive. Yeah, that looks more to be specially defensive. I mean, I'm assuming they're gonna slack off here, right? I still think I go Goodra. Like, they could Willow here, which is kind of annoying, and like, I want to go Gengar on the play. The problem is with Gengar, I mean, okay, actually, I can go Gengar and Trick, because tricking Vaporeon, tricking Metagross, or tricking... Metagross could be a little iffy, maybe. But tricking anything that's, like, not... Both Dirge and Vaporeon is not a bad trick here. We do lose speed control into the Valiant, which is kind of annoying. And, like, we're not that far from an endgame where Gengar can be good. I think I'll do the more safe play with Goodra. Like, if they click Willow, maybe I should have gone Gengar there, but we'll see. They do. Maybe I should have gone Gengar. Like, this is still fine. Like, I know this is Fairy, by the way, for anyone wondering. I do know this is, like, Fairy. But basically what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna click Toxic. Like, I'm gonna basically sacrifice health on Goodra to click Toxic, because Goodra is not needed, like, as a wall, really. So if I can get a Toxic on this, that's beautiful. They don't know if I have like Flamethrower for like Metagross and whatnot. So I'll take this. They could still go Metagross. Like, going Metagross is not a bad play by any means. Because like, even if I knock off, unless the item is like super important on Metagross, it doesn't matter that much. They do Terra. I kind of figured they would Terra here. Like, it made sense. But now that they have Terra, it does open our Gengar a little bit. Like, as long as Metagross and this is around, though, Gengar does struggle a little bit. Yeah, I mean, even Spadef, yeah, Gengar does a lot to this thing, so I don't mind that. And we do get the Toxic off, perfect. I mean, that's the main thing I want. I'm assuming they're slack offing here, honestly. I feel like that's the best play to do here. Oh, they just alluring voice. Okay. I mean, I should kind of eat this. I'm a Gudra. I'm pretty especially fair. Oh my god, never mind. Is that... Oh, they crit. Okay, never mind. I was like, is that offensive? No, they crit. So I think that might be like pretty decent standard alluring voice damage done. Yeah, with a... they might still have a little bit of offense in this thing, I won't lie. They might still have a little bit of offense in this thing, so it is what it is. Now, I could go Gengar here. On like a really... on a play. Like go Gengar on another alluring voice, but I do think it's risky. I could knock off, get rid of this thing. Okay, I can Sludge Wave for really good damage on this, but if they go into Metagross, it does not matter. I can knock off for removing this item and removing an item on potential Metagross. Let's see. So based on what they are with this Headlong Rush, see Headlong. Actually, no. If I knock off into the poison damage, I think Headlong Rush takes this thing out from Tusk, as far as I can tell. So they could slack off, but I can Sludge Wave on the following turn then. Yeah, no, I'll knock here. Get rid of the lefties. Like I'll be sacrificing Gudra, but I think it's fine. I think I can live with that. Yeah, okay, they do just the Lone Voice. I mean, I'm fine. Like Gudra isn't really like Gudra would be nice for like Vaporeon maybe at the end, because like it can Toxic it. I'm just kind of hoping our boys can like deal with it. So they get the Drain and then they get poisoned. Actually, maybe I can Rillaboom, honestly. Rillaboom. Air Blast is 56 to 67, but it would be very obvious is my thing. How much do I believe the Great Tusk Headlong kills here? Because if it does, it's definitely the best play because they don't have a switch to that, really. And then if you get rid of this, then Shadow Ball is pretty good on Gengar. I mean, I guess that's also a shout for Samurott, because like Samurott doesn't serve much of a purpose actually anymore. Oh, but I can't Razor Shell because the point is still around. Tusk is really nice. Yeah, Tusk is super nice for Metagross though. So like, if this doesn't kill, it's really bad for me. If this doesn't kill, it's really bad for me. Because like then Metagross is super difficult to deal with. I mean, they're sitting like right at 50. If they have any like physical defense, this does become kind of difficult. Like it's not guaranteed to kill if they have like any physical. If they have none, this does 52 to 62. But if they have any, this might not kill. Is my issue, right? They do stay in. Okay, it does kill. Oh, we got a crit. Ugh, I don't know if that mattered. I hope it didn't matter. Like I just hope it didn't matter. If it does, I mean, I'm sorry, Muffins, but I'll take that. I mean, you have to go Valiant here, right? Like that's your only way of revenging. Because if you go Metagross, you're either telling me you're Choice Scarf, which I mean, Choice Scarf Metagross could be kind of annoying. I won't lie, but it is what it is. Yeah, because we took the minus defense, so I don't think we live a Psychic. Actually, you go Vaporeon. Okay, I'm gonna look at something real quick. How much does Gengar Shadow Ball do to... Gengar Shadow Ball doesn't unfortunately kill a Metagross, so I need a little chip. Because like I'm thinking if I Headlong Rush for damage here, go into Gengar, pick this off with Gengar. Right, it's like my thought process. Yeah, because I think a Headlong Rush might put this within range. Like I could also just sack Samurott here, I guess. But the problem is I kind of knew this thing was going to be really annoying to deal with because Rillaboom is not like offensive this week. I think Headlonging here is the play. Get the damage so it's like low, because then it's within Rillaboom range. And then I would have to beat Metagross offensively is the issue though. I think that's the play. It's like kind of risky because like I could go Samurott here, right? Sack Samurott and then go into something else. But Rillaboom doesn't take this thing out. Is my issue. But yeah, he does Scald. I kind of figured he would. Like he could have wished maybe, and that would be, if it had wished right here, that would have been kind of annoying. So yeah, it gets leftovers. I mean, I think I go Rillaboom though, because like terrain is pretty like free. Like the terrain will reset. I probably click Glide no matter what though, because like I don't unfortunately don't think... Actually, is Samurott Siege free? Actually, Samurott Siege is pretty free because, like... But then again, Valiant would be kind of annoying to deal with at that point. But I can switch into Valiant with Rillaboom. And we get another Spike Up, which gives us a little bit more chip, which does help with putting them within Gengar range, honestly. Then again, if this is speed boosting Valiant, that doesn't matter. Like, Gengar can't sweep anyway. Right? I just don't want to go... Like, I don't switch into Metagross is more so my thing. I'm like trying to figure out like what's my best course of action here. Like, I don't think I get a free switch into Samurott anyway. This might be a throw. This might be a throw. I might have to go Rillaboom here, but I don't know. I think keeping Rillaboom somewhat healthy is important. I don't know. I don't know if this was the correct play. Like, I'm a little 50-50 on it, I won't lie. But like, this does give free Valiant, which is a little annoying. Yeah, I mean, actually, I think this might have been a throw because it gives Valiant a turn to set up, I think. Which I guess is like my... That was like the one thing I probably shouldn't have. Yeah, that might have been a throw a little bit. You get rid of the Vaporeon. The crit didn't matter based on the... Well, yeah, I don't know. This one might have been a little bit of a throw, I won't lie. Like, maybe Rillaboom was the correct play there. Actually, maybe Gengar could have been the correct play. So, yeah, that's the value. I mean, I get to see what item this thing is immediately. Well, I say immediately, we at the end of the game. We get to see the item. It is booster speed, I'm assuming, right? Speed right, yeah. Do I want a hard boom here? I mean, boom should take anything this thing wants to go for. And like, if I Terra Blast... I mean, Terra Blast is unfortunately not free because Metagross is still around, which is kind of annoying. We do have speed to outpace a Rillaboom... not a Rillaboom, a Metagross, I think. So it's like... We do have Aqua Jet, so Aqua Jet could come in clutch. Yeah, I'll go hard Rillaboom, because I actually do think the Aqua Jet could maybe be clutch a little bit at the end for Hisuian-Samurott. If they have a Psychic move and click it here, that is the maddest play of all mad plays ever. That is a mad lad play. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting endgame. I will say that. Also, with the spikes damage, it does look like Terra Blast will kill. So that's really nice. Again, at most, they can like go Metagross into Terra Blast, and then I don't know. I don't know what I will do after. Like, that would be kind of a little bit weird. Grass covers the field. They go knock off. Yeah, I mean that is like kind of a safe play, but that's fine. Like, the Assault is good for like the one-time click, but after that I don't know if it's needed. Now, do I have horsepower here? Valiant. I maybe can high horsepower, because high horsepower into Glide might take this thing out. If it has Psychic, do I just straight up die? I don't think so. Like, even without my AV, I don't think it ever kills me. Yeah, even if it's max special, Psychic never kills me. So I'm thinking I high horsepower on the Metagross switch here, and if he stays in, I think high horse into Glide has a chance. If not, Aqua Jet picks it off. And then I can Aqua Jet the Metagross as well. And then Gengar should pick it off. So I think high horsepowering here is the correct play. Psy Shock. I think I still take this. Oh, that did so much. Oh, it was a crit, that's why. Oh my god. I was like, why is that doing so much? They could preserve Valiant here, but if they switch out, Gengar is the fastest in the game, so I don't mind that. We Glide here. Terra Blast would have been the correct play because they stayed in, I guess. But I think this is fine. And I definitely Glide now. Like, even if they switch, it's fine. We don't kill. That's fine. They are within Hammer range. I can Aqua Jet. And like any chip they give me on Metagross makes it so Gengar has a good chance of just winning now. It's interesting to pack it's very interesting to pack the Psychic move on this thing. I did not think they were going to do that. Now, this is unfortunately gonna be really bad for me if they... I mean, I guess they did Psy Shock because it also hits Gengar. Now, if they have Vacuum Wave as well, I mean, that's really good prep, but if... There's not much I can do about that, honestly. Like, I lose if they're backing me, I lose anyway. It wouldn't have mattered how I played, I think. Well, it wouldn't matter how I played the end game, is more so my thought process. Now, if they have sneak plus bullet punch, does that take out? The question is, does sneak plus bullet punch take out? Well, that doesn't matter. It just died. Why am I still saying this? That doesn't matter. This is gonna become a little bit closer than I would like it to be, but it is what it is. If this is banded bullet punch, Gengar takes one, right? Like Gengar is not that weak, right? Now, if this is a agility, there's realistically nothing I can do anyway. Actually, the fact that I don't have Sucker, because like I originally had Sucker Punch, but then changed it. So the fact that I don't have Sucker Punch it's unfortunately really bad for me right now. Because if this is agility, I just lose. There's not much I can do. Oh my god, it is! Yeah, that's GG. Fuck. That's GG. Because like Gengar doesn't take a knockoff, right? Yeah, the fact that I don't have Sucker Punch is what's gonna end up. Yeah. The fact that I don't have Sucker Punch is what loses me this game. That is so annoying. That is so annoying. I should have kept Sucker Punch on this guy. Shit. I should have just kept Sucker Punch. Frick. Frick. It was agility. I mean, I gotta... No, because even if they have Psychic Fangs, it annihilates Gengars. It does not matter. Oh, the fact that I don't have Sucker Punch. Wait, that agility... Wait, oh wait, it wasn't faster than Gengar. Like a +2, it wouldn't have been faster than Gengar. Oh, no, if they're adamant, I guess it might not. Huh. That's okay, that's interesting. Again, man, if I had Sucker Punch, that would have been... Sucker Punch would have done it, unfortunately. Throw by clicking Bullet Punch. Throw by... Actually, if they double Bullet Punch, I guess that would take me out. So. Brick Break. Okay. Wait, why are you Brick? Okay. I mean, I guess it is to hit this specifically. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it's GG. We lose 1-0, which is like, it's super annoying because like I don't know what exactly I could have done differently at the end game. I mean, okay, I should maybe have just Terror Blasted with Rillaboom. I get that now, especially because the Glide didn't kill afterwards, right? So that's what I should have done. And if Metagross came in, it is what it is. I should have been Sash Gengar. Sash Gengar would have done this. Yeah, we lose 1-0 to Muffins. That is a little bit annoying. Again, if I click Terror Blast on the Valiant, I guess like that is probably my better option if I'm being honest. But they also got a crit, so you know, I know the crit didn't actually matter because they hit me twice anyway. Because they didn't die to the Glide, but I'm just gonna pretend it mattered, you know, it's my feelings. I think at the end of the day, I think the fact that I didn't have Sucker Punch on Hammerot is what kind of cost me the game, so it is what it is. As always, if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like on the video, leave a comment for the battle, and subscribe to the channel for any future videos. I'm gonna head out. Peace, YouTube.